How's it going, everyone? Well, this is my only second video here. First one where I'm discussing my wonderful life in a tent. It's absolutely wonderful, people. It's fun. Clearly, I live in squalor and dog poop. I can't even shower. This is depressing as heck. I mean, it has its pros and it has its cons. The pros are when you're homeless and you don't want to go to a shelter, all I gotta say is that you can really enjoy that. You kind of make your own rules and enjoy your time. Second pro here would be it's just calm to be out in nature sometimes. And the third pro, I'm going to list three for each category, pros, cons. The third one would be, let's say you hit it off in a shelter with somebody and they're in one that you can't be with them in because you're not married. You get to bring them along with you. Now that's the three pros I can list right now. The three. And now here's three cons. And by cons, I mean negative things. Not the people you find in jail. Thought I'd make humor there. Okay, so the three cons here. 1, you can't shower. 2, you freeze to death in the winter. And 3, people are going to break into your tent if you don't lock that stuff up. And they're going to steal basically almost everything you have. And believe me, it did happen actually. Not everything, but some things such as like power banks for my phone, a little bit of money. It sucks, and you know this is not anything to really be happy about. It's a very solemn thing. This happened, I'd say, like about a month ago. I just went out for the day with my girlfriend, and we went shopping to go get some food for the week, and we see this guy coming to where we are, and he's all like, he's acting all suspicious, and he said he's looking for some dang bike trail, and I was like, what are you talking about? There is no bike trail back here. So at first we weren't really sure, but then it set in, and we're like, oh god, he's gonna go break in there, and we came back, and he was walking out, and he alleged he's looking for a dumb bike trail that never existed in the first place. And believe me when I say this guy is just somebody you don't really want to talk to or really be around. I mean, I don't think anyone wants their stuff stolen. It's not appropriate. And in the winter, you're freezing your toes off if you don't have heat. That was the very beginning of my time living in a tent. I did not have a heater. I had no way to really stay warm in the winter. It was very hard for me and my girlfriend starting out, actually. If you're wondering how winter treated us, it was very calm in New York until, I'd say, like, towards the very end of it. And we had one major snowstorm the whole year, and it collapsed our tent and broke the whole dang thing. We were covered in snow from the top of the roof all the way down. It broke the poles, and we had to go get another one, which is not fun. It was an expensive one too, well, relatively. And we were trapped under like a few inches of snow, or maybe like a foot of snow, I'm not sure. But nonetheless, it's just not optimal for winter time. In the summer, okay, well, whatever, it's fine. But you still got things you got to worry about. Like, I don't have any AC in this place. Not yet. I don't have the ability to do that. So there's always some kind of adverse challenge to the environment around you. It's either people, it's animals trying to break into your tent to eat your food. It's ridiculous. I mean, would I ever want this for my whole entire life? Absolutely not. I'm just homeless right now. So is she, because of advanced things that took place in our lives. I'm not going to go into detail about those. I just don't want to. But we're making it work. It's certainly not very easy, though, all the time. Excuse me. But to the young viewers who see this and want to say, oh yeah, look at him, he looks awesome living in a tent. No. And to the children and adults or anybody, you don't want this for your life. You never want to live in a tent forever. Or for a couple of months or over a year in my case. It's not fun. Especially kids, to the kids, you don't want someone breaking into your tent, which it's kind of like your home at this point. You don't want that. We had to put locks on all the damn doors, basically, and just hope this idiot will not break in again. But other than that, and also the weather, it can get pretty bad sometimes. It's not fun. It's just how my life is right now, but that doesn't mean it's not going to change at some point. It's certainly not very easy. Heck, you can't even cook like how you can in your own house. You gotta have a camping stove. Yeah, it works just like, your stove at home, but it's not like you have an unlimited supply of the gas. You gotta buy that. And that's a little expensive, And it's not like in your house when you have a heater. You could just turn a dial and put the heat on and not have to replace it and worry about it. Oh, well, all's well and good. No. You gotta pay for everything you have in here, literally. It's not fun to be homeless. And also, another thing. There's more about being homeless. Sometimes if you're disabled and you can't work, you mentally or physically, I'm saying, forget it. You're not screwed, but it's going to be much harder. Because you're going to be living off of bottles you're picking up out of the trash off the ground. Asking people for them daily. That's literally what it is. That's what I'm doing to make money right now. And it's ridiculous. It's not easy. That's why I'm trying to start this as a job, working on this platform, trying to just earn a little bit of money to help me out throughout the week or throughout the month, to get me through the month at least. I know people would tell you, oh, this job would never really do much, but don't listen. It's better to have a guaranteed salary of a high amount, but when you don't have skills like I do, or for working ability or have a disability, this is all your life really could be, mainly, depending on how severe it is. I wouldn't say get discouraged by what I said, but that's how I'm looking at it. I can't work. My girlfriend works. She was off today. She's off tomorrow as well. She's doing well at her job. She likes it. I'm just disabled, so I can't work. Mentally disabled, no one will hire me. I've been putting applications out everywhere. Don't think I'm not trying, guys. I am. It's not easy, but I make do with what I'm able to do. And I hope potentially someday I can get monetized so I can start getting an income when I make videos every month, or as often as I do. So I don't have to worry about that while I'm having financial problems, and it would make my life a little easier. So would it with her. So all I could say really is just don't think living in a tent's all fun and games. It's really not, now that I told you all those reasons as to why. All I have to say is my girlfriend, she just sometimes doesn't want to be partaking in these videos. I would have to talk to her. Maybe sometimes she would. I don't know. She has obviously input about what's ongoing. You know what I mean? And I can't speak for her, but I would assume she feels similar to how I feel about this whole thing. I don't know if she wants to talk. It's up to her, but it's mainly me doing this. That's all I can say other than that. And the moral of what I said was, don't try to get yourself at a young age in a lot of trouble. Don't try to become like this. Try to be a success. Go to school. Do the right things in life. And also save money. Don't just spend. You think at a young age money's infinite. It's not. It's a very easy to lose resource, but really hard to gain if you're not working or you don't have an income. So just don't try to end up in this situation. I wouldn't recommend it at all, especially with winter that just ended or ending. Summer being brutally hot. I mean, that's a blessing for somebody who lives in a tent, is being brutally hot. But just being aware that this is not the life anybody really would aspire to have. Nobody deserves to be homeless or have this kind of life. All I have to say is it's because of a reason we live in a tent is A, we don't have enough money, and B, we were in shelters, but we both got thrown out of them for reasons we're not sure about. And we're not married, so we couldn't even be placed in another one together, and that was her and I's main concern, was separation from each other. So what I have to say about that is, if you also go to a shelter, try to just focus on getting yourself out of that. Don't do what I did. And you never want to be in a shelter. But I'm going to say this very clearly, and I'm going to continue to say this. I don't regret having her as my girlfriend. She's been very helpful for the whole time I've known her, and we've, how could I say it? We've been through a lot together. She has adverse things in her past life. I have a lot in mine. So that's kind of what makes us perfect. We're so broken, but yet we make a fully complete puzzle here. She just, as I said, doesn't really like to be present in these videos due to the fact she is embarrassed maybe by the way she looks, her age, maybe something like that. She's never told me. But you know what? If we can get this video maybe to blow up somehow or do well, I'll talk to her and see if she'd want to come on one of the videos to talk to you guys. Other than that, it may be a wait for that. But we will see. What we'll see. And always look on the bright side. People have way worse lives than you. You may think sometimes your life is bad, but there's always someone who has it harder. Trust me on that. You're hearing from someone who has mental health problems and is homeless right now and gets no help from anybody. I have no family. I have nothing. She's the only thing I have, and she's taking great care of me. I mean, the beautiful woman I have is a very strong point in my life. If I didn't have her, I don't think I would be nearly as happy as I am right now. I wouldn't even be making this video, honestly. I mean, I don't know if she wants to say anything. I would have to talk to her, but maybe, as I said, with enough views here, maybe I can talk her into it and she could say hi and give you her point of view on this life as well. Not saying it would be much better than what I'm saying or much worse. It's really her opinion, and we're all entitled to our own. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your day, weekend, week, whenever you're watching this. Just learn from this and enjoy the liberties, the freedoms, and the place you're living you have right now. Unless it's also a piece of dog crap like I'm living in, or you have an abusive household. And to those who are abused, what I gotta say is I understand it. I was a victim of abuse myself, so I'll talk more about that in a later video, but just remember, you guys gotta have courage to leave that situation. If you don't do it, it's never gonna stop, guys. And that you're hearing this from a victim of domestic violence and abuse as a child as well. So just remember what I'm saying. when I say this. I care about everybody. I'll make a video somewhere down the line about that when the channel gets a little bit bigger. So, till I make another video, take care, everybody. Stay safe, stay warm, stay cool, depending on where you live, and enjoy the rest of your evening or day. Good night, guys, and have a good day. Bye.